I'm really thrilled to be back here for my second PechaKucha. My first one was in 2018, and it was about my career as a cartographer and my love of maps. But that was in the past. Tonight, my wife and I, we moved to Asheville from New York in 2015. And I never realized how much I was from New York until I left New York. Roll it, Jay. I was born blocks from Yankee Stadium, home of the Bronx Bombers, the evil empire of sports franchises. So I'm proud and somewhat sensitive about being a Yankee. After being here for about 10 years, I now identify as a Yankalachian. New Yorkers think of New York as the center of the universe, which is probably a good thing because it keeps most of them there. I know we have a reputation. I've been called a damn Yankee a number of times since being here, but other than that, people have been so kind to me. I can't tell you how many times people have said, "Bless your heart" to me. Like many, we were drawn to the beauty of Western North Carolina and the vibrant arts, music, and cultural scene here in Asheville. Quick show of hands, how many of you are transplants from anywhere else? Awesome. How about from the New York metro area? All right there, how you doing? There's a certain vibe I've picked up here in Asheville. I'd describe it as down to earth, spiritual, funky, creative, kind. People don't honk their car horns. They return their shopping carts or buggies to the cart bays. Grown men that I've employed as contractors look me in the eye and say, "I appreciate you." Driving around, I notice positive affirmations on telephone poles, self-healing power boxes, and the greatest street names: Stoner Road, Daydream Ridge, Unicorn Farm Road. Do we live in the land of make-believe? Zen energy abounds. So many opportunities to get in touch with your inner Zenness, be it tubing on the French Broad River or eating Zen burgers in what I refer to as the yoga district, or even taking my dog for a grooming, which at the Zen Dog Spot is endless Zenness. Local, organic, sustainable, small batch, artisanal, they all seem to be mantras here. Buying clothes is fraught with a myriad of decisions. I went sock shopping the other day. I had to decide if I wanted to save sloths or cats or provide relief. We have an organic mechanic. We have a holistic realtor. We have a Zen contractor. Does the organic mechanic use vegetable oil instead of petroleum for oil changes? Does the Zen contractor meditate on the job? And the holistic realtor, do they repeat the mantra, "There's no place like Om"? Okay, in New York, our businesses reflect a different kind of vibe. We have a fish and chips place called Assault and Battery, a fried chicken joint called Cluck You, the Sod Father Lawn Company, Forget About It Bakery, Wanted Bread or Alive. But let me explain, New Yorkers are friendly. We just don't have time, and we're very mindful of personal space. Quick story, my niece was riding on the subway, and it started to lurch, and she started to fall from her seat, and the man next to her just reached out and grabbed her, righted her right back up to her seat. Neither of them said a word to each other. No time for small talk or chit-chat. Here in Asheville, we have all the time in the world. We have time to prepare PechaKucha talks. We have time to watch our donuts being made. At Whole Donuts, getting a donut is a spectator event. I've dined on enlightened cauliflower at Plant. I've had tacos called Good Love and in Support. I saw this activity here first in Asheville, and this intermingling of farm animals and humans. And I'm afraid to try it myself, lest the goats send some from New York and they try to headbutt or worse, urinate on me. And we share space with these magnificent creatures who sometimes wreak havoc and mischief on our lives. I came out to my car one morning and found the car doors wide open. I thought it was a prank by local teenagers, and then I noticed paw prints on the car, and I saw my empty bag of cashews next to the car. They also took my kombucha and crystals, too. We're very accommodating to our insect friends here in town. In this city of boutique hotels, we have a 4-star B hotel. And if you don't feel like mowing your lawn or raking your leaves, you could just get a nice sign and declare your yard to be a monarch butterfly way station. And what about our baseball team, the Tourists? The strange name, but even strangers, they dress up as hippies for one game of the year. Is this happening with other baseball franchises around the country, where they dress up as hippies? I can't imagine the Steinbrenners going for this. And we have Ollie, a college within a college for seniors, where there's no grades, exams, tests, or papers. And I could take classes in the metaverse in humanity, improving my golf stroke, or I can enroll in the AB Tech's Craft Beverage Institute and take classes in beerology. Clearly, I went to school in the wrong era. I used to live by the shore in New York, but now we're over 4 hours drive to the beach, so I've sought bliss in Asheville's Salt Cave, where I've basked in the highly charged negative ions of tons of imported Himalayan salt, which is said to impart the benefit of 4 days at the beach in only 45 seconds. But not all is happiness and bliss here. Let's not forget we have been designated as the cesspool of sin. In a map of the 7 deadly sins, we stand out most in envy, pride, and wrath. Wrath being the strong, hateful desire for revenge. And perhaps this explains such places as Axeville, where you could drink alcohol and chuck axes. Or the new break room, rage room in West Asheville, where you could blow off steam by just smashing things to your heart's content. Is this blowback for all the happiness and bliss? Anyway, in summary, Asheville has allowed me to evolve into my highest and best self. A big shout out to Odyssey Clay Works, where I'm regarded as a raku pottery guru. I also took up playing the accordion while being here in Asheville, and I've taken to busking outside at Whole Foods and at tailgate markets when my wife asked me to take my playing outside. Anyway, thank you for coming. I appreciate you.